not difficult to figure out what you can do to each side of the equation because you're allowed to do whatever you want to each side of the equation. The difficulty is to do it cleverly, to figure out what is going to get you to the answer as quick as possible. I could multiply both sides of the equations by 17 if I wanted to, but that's not going to get me anywhere. I could add 34 if I wanted to, but that's not going to help. But if I follow these this step-by-step process, this is one way of figuring out how to get x all by itself. Sometimes you don't have to follow this order. It's just a suggested order to kind of do things in order. So let's do this. First, I'm going to remove the parentheses by multiplying this -7 through. -7 times 4 and -7 times 2x. So this is 3x minus 28 minus 14x. So I didn't actually do anything to both sides of the equation. I just got rid of the parentheses here. Now I'm going to remove the fractions. And in order to remove the fractions, what I'm going to do, in order to remove this fraction, I can't do anything with these until I get rid of this 10. What I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply. Actually, what should I multiply both sides by? 10. Yeah, that gets rid of the 10. So I multiply 10 over here. And if I multiply the left by 10, I have to multiply the right by 10. This 10 cancels with this 10, and it becomes 3x minus 28 minus 14x equals 120. Now, I multiplied both sides by 10. That's what's really going on. But sometimes it can be convenient to think about it in terms of moving the 10 to the other side. I just moved the 10 to the other side. It was dividing over here. I move it to the other side, and now it's multiplying. Same thing happens when you add and subtract. I've got for example, I've got a -28 here. If I move it to the other side, it becomes a positive 28. Actually, let me do that technique here. So I'm going to take this minus 28, move it to the other side. I've got 3x minus 14x equals 120 plus 28. Does that shortcut make sense? I'm saying you're doing the same thing. You're just adding 28 to both sides. So I could say plus 28 and then cancel these out. But another way of thinking about that is that you're moving it to the other side. It becomes a plus 28. Okay, so let's do some addition here. What is 3 minus 14? -11 equals 148. And so then I've done number 3, getting x all by itself on one side. There's the x. Then I divide by the coefficient. In other words, I divide by -11 on both sides, and I get x equals 148 over -11, or -148.